Um, what my first question I have for you, what
Mhm.
do we need in the draft this year?
Um, I think like a huge need is obviously like tight ends. We need a either through the draft or through free agency. We definitely need to address the tight end issue.
The
Um,
the tight end wasn't very good last year at all.
no, it wasn't.
We had Michael Pruitt until he got injured,
Mm,
which kind of sucked.
yeah,
But that one was hard to watch him get injured like that. I don't like seeing injuries at
oh yeah,
all.
it was rough. It was
So, um, what I think we can get in free agency, we can get a tight end possibly. I
rough.
want to see if we can get that one from the Cowboys. What's his name? I can't think of it right now.
Tight end from the Cowboys. Is that what you said?
I think we can get one in the draft this year as well. I like that sweater.
Oh, thank you.
So, I think we can get a another cornerback in the draft as well. What do you
Yeah,
think
for
about? Because um, the pass rush was very dangerous last year
sure.
with Bud and the Nico and all those guys they brought in.
Yeah,
It was so it was so next year I think it's gonna be more scary with Caleb Foley added into the mix,
hmm,
which he had a freak accident with the against the Bills. That was a terrible accident.
yeah, yeah. I'm excited to see what what he'll be able to do coming back. I mean, obviously that's hard coming back from an injury like that. But I'm excited to
Um,
see what he can what he can do when he comes back for sure.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see if Christian Fulton can guard Jamar Chase again next year because he didn't do too well in that playoffs game,
Yeah,
which which was kind of hard to watch. But Julio Jones, Julio Jones showed that he can break defenses. Um, I I know some other players that we could get in the draft as well. We can get a wide receiver that can move all over the field, and we also need a offensive lineman because the offensive line wasn't very good last year, which was hard to watch too because Tannehill kept on getting smashed. And I believe the first week he got sacked 6 times.
yeah.
Hmm. What do you think about Tim Kelly coming in?
I mean, I definitely I like the concept. I mean, we saw what having uh, Jim Schwartz come in on the defense in that kind of role did. So I think that it's going to be interesting, obviously, to just have
Uh,
another kind of, another someone to look at the plays and kind of maybe have a different idea on how to, switch things up, make things a little bit less.
and help with the passing game.
For sure, yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. Yeah.
I'm excited to see what he can do because Todd Downey wasn't doing anything last year with the passing game at all.
Right.
But people were like, "Oh, get rid of Todd Downey, get rid of Tannehill." But we're gonna keep Tannehill for another year.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another comment in here. Titan dude said, ask her about her terrible lawn jersey.
So my it's really my Taylor Lewan jersey. I have a daughter named Taylor who's named after Taylor Lewan. She's 3 years old. So that's my favorite jersey.
I've seen you have a Derrick Henry jersey.
I have a Derrick Henry jersey also. Yes.
What's your expectations for Derrick Henry next year? I think he will break 2K next year if he stays fully healthy. And he shouldn't have a problem with his foot next year for sure. But I think he's gonna be working out in the off season to keep his body in shape.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. He's he's a beast. He's gonna come back better than ever. So, I have no doubt about that.
I think he will be back better than ever for sure. But in that playoffs game, he didn't look too well because of that foot injury he had. I don't know if it was bothering him or what.
I don't think so. I think, the thing about that we've always seen about Henry is that he gets better as the season goes on. He gets better as he gets actually more reps. The more reps he gets, the better he is. And so he's usually the first game of the season, he's not himself. So I think I think this was almost like him coming back. Like it's the first game it was going to take.
But he only gets better when the season goes on.
Right. But this was kind of like him coming back for a first game, So that's one of the reasons that I personally felt like they should have. I personally felt like they should have had him come back in the Houston game, just to get,
Okay.
Reps,
so what I think Derrick Henry could do next year, I think he could break the 2K mark for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
If he stays healthy. And if Tannehill can stop turning over the ball, he will be fine. But next year we got Mason Kenzie under contract. Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah. I liked him a lot as a wide receiver. I think he played well.
Next year, I think you're gonna see Ryan Tannehill put up numbers. Good luck.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Because Mason Kenzie's not scared to catch it down the middle. I've seen him play some before in the preseason. But he's the one that caught a touchdown against the who was it? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got a couple more comments in here. but I'm not gonna get to them right now. I'm just gonna keep on going.
Okay.
Let her finish talking first, then you talk.
For sure. Um, what is what? Who is your favorite Titan of all time?
Ooh. That's tough. Of all time, I mean, I think it's hard to beat, Eddie George. Obviously, Eddie George is. I think he
Eddie,
probably would be my favorite. Although a close second would be, which is not necessarily
Eddie
for.
George was a true legend.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I think he's everybody's favorite, right? So, but I also Cortland Finnegan was always one of my favorites. Just I don't know, just as a person, like he's kind of silly and like he just like talked crap on the field and I don't know. I just always really liked him for some reason. So.
My favorite one would be CJ2K.
Yeah.
I've never seen a running back with that blazing speed,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
that fast.
Yeah, he's crazy fast.
Derrick Henry was when Derrick Henry was dominating against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That
Mm-hmm.
very first game, I finally started liking him.
Yeah.
I I didn't know who Derrick Henry was at first, but when he first got drafted, I didn't know who he was.
Right. Do
Have
you watch
you?
college football at all or no?
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
I watch the Tennessee Volunteers,
Mm-hmm.
but who is your favorite wide receiver in NFL history?
In NFL history, um, I know yours is Julio Jones. Um, I would say I don't know. I don't really have favorite players that aren't on the Titans. So I'm kind of a homer like that. So I would say my favorite. I mean, it might be AJ Brown. Like I don't know. Yeah, it might be AJ Brown
My favorite,
or Mark Marion.
my favorite wide receiver in NFL history is Julio Jones.
Yeah, I knew that. I know you love your Julio.
If he stays healthy next year, there's a possible way him and AJ Brown could go over top defenses for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm. So we'll go for about another we'll go for at least about 30 minutes tonight.
Okay,
Is that okay with you?
that's fine. Yeah, I can't go much longer than 30 minutes. Just because my kids. But yeah, I got what about 15 more minutes or 16 more minutes.
Um so, so what I was gonna ask you, what was your favorite game you went to this past season?
Hmm. Um. Probably. I mean, the Monday night football game was amazing. Um, but I think either the Dolphins game was pretty awesome, just because I mean we won that game, but also we right afterwards we got to watch the Bengals beat the Chiefs to put us in the number 1 seed, and then also my friend Stephanie, who was fan of the year this year, she was the 12th Titan, so we got to see her on the field doing the doing sword. So
that was really awesome to see her put that sword in the middle of the field.
yes,
But
with her son, that was really cool. So that was just a great memory. But we also had so the Chiefs game.
The Kansas City Chiefs game, what was it? A tailgate with the Raiders and Titans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got to meet Miss Amy, and so that was pretty cool, So
that sounds like an awesome moment. My favorite game I ever supported this year was the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. I was watching it on TV, and I was really yelling and screaming. Hold on, I have the live reaction right now. I'm putting the play. I have the live reaction. Hold on, I'm putting to find the live reaction. Let's go! Tighten up, baby. Let's get it. Let's go, Titans Nation. Let's blow out the Jaguars. See ya. Bye. I couldn't believe in that moment for a second. It kind of weighed me out there for a second. Stop. I couldn't believe in that moment for a second. That Jacksonville Jaguars game was pretty fun to support the Titans.
Yeah.
And I was at home watching it. I usually watch it at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier on me.
Yeah.
But I love to go to a game and meet you there.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have to get you to a game this coming season.
I had Preston on Thursday, and that was a really awesome one. He showed me all of his collection, almost all of it.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome. He's got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what he's got.
Did you see the one where the dude baked helmet? That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. I love Preston. He's the best.
He's legit. He's got some nice stuff over there. So I heard your buddy Eddie was doing okay and stuff like that. Hopefully he can get some help in Germany.
Yeah, well, he's got some he's got German. There's a group of German Titans fans that are helping him out, which is awesome. So he's got I know he's staying in an Airbnb at another part of Romania for a couple of days right now, and then when he gets to Germany, he's got like an apartment lined up. So he should be okay. I mean, I hope that we can get him back here. But we'll see.
So he's gonna go to that. I seen where that Twitter page was today.
Mm-hmm.
The German Titans has got some really awesome autographs.
Mm-hmm.
He made them on his computer, and I've seen some of them today. They look really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm glad you supported Eddie and started that GoFundMe.
Yeah. Well, I just felt like I just kind of felt helpless, watching everything from over here. So I just felt like maybe, I don't know, there was something I could do. And Eddie and I were already friends before that, so I'd already kind of been in contact with him. So.
And then I'll put $5 in on it tomorrow, okay?
Oh, thank you.
He's originally from here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's from here, but he's been in Ukraine for like 10 years.
Yeah.
He moved over there from work, and then he met his wife there, and she already had a daughter from a previous relationship. So, so he met his wife there, married her, and then has his stepdaughter. So the goal he would love to get back here, but
yeah, that's gonna be some money, isn't it?
Yeah, but the Titans have actually offered to help him if that happens, like with job. I mean, they've offered like to help with like jobs and like
that's awesome.
I mean, it's been really cool. So, but he has to. The problem is that his wife's parents are still in Ukraine because they refuse to leave, and so they are. So he's got to convince her to come to the U.S. She's a little bit more hesitant to be that far away from her family. So
you can't blame her though. I mean,
not at all. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to do it.
It would be hard for me to leave my mom and dad that were still living. Oh gosh.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. So I
make sure you. I reached out to him today and said, "Keep your family safe, please." And
I thank you for letting Bryce be on here with you. Let y'all talk together.
Yeah.
Bryce is awesome. He really is. He's a good guy.
We talk a lot on Twitter. He's always very supportive, and he's always involved, always encouraging us, and we appreciate him. We love him. So so I was glad to be able to come on. I was supposed to come on last week, but I ended up going to the Preds game. They were Pekarine's retirement game on Thursday night, so I wasn't able to. So I thought we worked it out for today. So.
Well, he was living there in Nashville, and it would have been easier for him to do the games and stuff too. But now he's up here in Chattanooga with me. I'm his nana, so.
Okay.
So it'd be a little bit. We'll have to start saving our money now to get to a couple of games next year.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of working on something that might help. That might help with that. I kind of have something working. I'm trying to help, kind of start something that will help people come in. People that live out of town can come in to games and help them with that cost. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like right now, but I'm kind of working on something. But we
would need a wheelchair. Something to put a wheelchair in or on, or I mean, he can sit in the seat fine, but we got to haul the wheelchair too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what we can do to help, because we definitely,
that would be great.
All out, for sure.
He deserves it. He loves the Titans so much.
I know he does. I know
he does. He is one of the biggest fans that I know.
Yeah.
I want to show you my Titan stuff back there.
I have a box of Titan stuff, boy. He's had Titan stuff or football stuff since he was 10.
No, I love it.
He's been saving it since he was 10.
I have a new card, but it's an old one. It's from 2005.
He loves sports. He just can't play them. Big coach. He knows everything about the game.
We all bleed two-tone blue.
For sure.
You show your cuts?
For sure.
Here's your collector's items now. What I show them to her? Up here? Your little cups?
I used
We still collect them. We just don't sell them no more.
I would love to go to a game next year.
We're gonna get you here, Bryce. We're gonna get you here, okay? I'm gonna make it happen.
Are you in Nashville?
I live in Smyrna, so.
Oh, okay. You're not far then.
No.
You're not far from us either then.
No. Mm-mm.
We're just right down the mountain.
Yeah.
The fans I really want to meet is Preston.
Oh yeah.
You like Preston?
Preston Penn.
Yeah, he's the best. I'll be seeing him in a couple weeks here.
Look here, the best fans in the NFL. Here we go. Did you show your shower curtain, Bryce? I let you hang?
Oh, he did.
I sent her a picture of it already.
You did?
It looks awesome,
It does look awesome.
It does look awesome. I love it.
The football helmet hanging don't want to slide real good. I'm going to have to fold them up a little bit. It'll slide. The helmets that hold the curtain up, I don't know. It won't slide good. I'm sure it's going to tear it up.
Yeah. I need one of those for my house.
It was nice talking to you.
You too.
And I'm Bryce. I'm Elizabeth. So.
Well, I'm Hayley. But we'll definitely figure out a way to get you guys to a game next season.
That would be great.
So we can both meet y'all. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. To going to a game next year.
Yes. We're gonna figure it out.
Let's continue to talk Titans.
Right.
So what I want to do is I want to draft no injured players in the draft this year. We shouldn't draft any injured players.
Okay.
Because that makes them want to get hurt more. The first year Jeffrey Simmons came back, that was a pretty insane.
Oh yeah.
I really like Jeffrey Simmons. I like Jeffrey Simmons and I like the Nico Autry.
Yes, me too.
So,
I actually don't mind them drafting injured players because I think sometimes what J-Rob and Vrabel are not afraid to do is take a chance on somebody that maybe other people let fall through, and I think that sometimes creates a situation where these players want to play harder because for him because they are because they took there were other teams that passed up because they were so
you can't blame J-Rob for messing up on a player.
Everybody does. I mean that's.
But it's okay though.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens. It happens to everybody. So. We got. Do you want me to answer some of these questions and these comments?
So what I was gonna ask you, are you in Smyrna right now?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You're not far from Nashville.
Mm-mm. I'm not.
So what do you think about the new stadium thing and the new stadium situation?
I don't don't really know how to feel about it, honestly. I think, I mean, the idea of having an up. I mean, our stadium is pretty like plain. It's pretty. I mean, I love it, but it's like other stadiums. It's just it's very generic. But so the thought of a new stadium is exciting, but at the same time, like, I don't know, maybe nostalgia or something. I'm kind of okay with what we got too.
So, what about a retractable roof? What would you think about that?
I think, well, I would say I would definitely rather have a retractable roof than have just a dome because I don't want to play inside all the time. Um, but I'd be okay with a retractable roof. It would definitely, because I've been
But
to some pretty cold games at Nissan Stadium.
I, but I think it would be awesome if if you could shut the retractable
Yeah,
roof when the rain, and snow happens and stuff like that.
yeah, for sure. I agree.
But I don't want us to play inside all the time either.
Yeah,
I want our players to be able to. I want our players to be able to get some fresh air.
yeah, definitely. Because I mean, even this year, most of the games were pretty comfortable at home. There was just a few that were a little bit. There was the Houston game where it rained, which was miserable.
What are you looking forward to next season? Are you looking forward to go? Are you looking forward to go to the Bengals game next year?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Does she like the Bengals too?
No, I hate the Bengals. They're my new like.
I was disappointed the way they played.
Oh yeah.
At the Super Bowl, man. They were shady, wasn't they?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think they just showed they're kind of a younger team. A lot more veterans.
They were just playing dirty pools if they were doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hate the Bengals. So yeah, I'm excited for them to come back to.
You want Apple. I bet you if that was AJ Brown would have bumped him.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Relax, boy. Have you ever really actually looked at the Bengals, how big they are?
Yeah.
I'm talking about just big. I'm talking about chunk big.
Yeah.
They can hardly move, some of them. I know that's mean to say, but it's true.
Yeah, I understand.
When they get on top of you, they're going to do some damage.
Right.
I don't like Spain at all. Spain is a trash talker. He said something to Jeffrey Simmons, and Jeffrey Simmons was like, down 67.
Oh yeah, I know. That whole exchange was just, it's been funny because you really don't see Jeffrey Simmons talk like trash openly to people very often. So it was pretty funny, like seeing that exchange back and forth.
But I really like Jeffrey Simmons. He's not a trash talker that much.
Yeah. No, I love him. So.
But 67 said something disrespectful to him after that loss against the Bengals.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow needs to tell his teammates to guard him better.
Yeah.
Actually, Spain's going to be a free agent, so he won't be there next year.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah. He used to be a Titan. He was with the Titans for a few years.
But but he's so trash. I
want to say something, Sharon. There was one play on the Super Bowl that the Bengals done. They took the guy had already caught the ball, and he took and pushed him out of bounds. I mean, he pushed him hard too. The Bengals pushed the Ram guy that caught the ball. He just nailed him right out of that.
Did you see that play where the Rams player pulled one of the Bengals guys' helmet?
No, that's the vice versa. The Bengals pulled the Ram helmet.
It was Jake Ramsey,
Yeah, just about pulled his neck right off.
It was on that touchdown right after the half. When the Bengals scored that touchdown, they missed like that it was a blatant face mask. They missed it.
I know it, and that's what I said. They're playing dirty pool.
Yeah,
that was dirty. Yeah. Knowing that you can't do that's illegal, and he did it anyway. He's ready to pull his head off.
Yeah,
that's when I was kind of rooting for the Bengals a little bit. Because Bryce used to like him. That used to be his favorite when he was like 9.
But now I believe
Two-Tone Blue. I know you believe Two-Tone Blue.
That's okay. We all have a past, you know.
But his daddy loved the Bengals because he's from Ohio. So growing up, till he was like 10, he was, And I got one in here that still is a Bengals fan. I just don't have to move.
I don't like them at all. They're trash.
Oh, I do. Trash dog.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I hope we beat the Bengals next year.
Oh, me too. I can't wait.
Pretty bad. Because I feel bad for the Bengals defenders because of what Julio Jones showed, that he can break defenses and he can make the safety go high.
Yeah.
And what I seen about AJ Brown in that game, it was insane. I just recently got an AJ Brown t-shirt right before that game.
Yeah.
It
was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Mr. 1K always open.
Yeah.
We should have been the ones going to the Super Bowl. We should have won that game. I'm sorry. We should have won that game.
We should have won it, though.
We should have, yes.
But I can't stand the referees, man.
Yeah.
All right now.
The referees are terrible.
They was this year, wasn't it?
Yes. They kept on they didn't even call the plays for the Bengals, did they?
No. Low blows? No. They did not.
What the heck was that?
Maybe it's because they only sat on by one of them after the game. I don't know.
They didn't call any of them, which...
I know they called one, but there was like 5.
They might have called one.
They called one where they had too many players on the field. Or that was that with playing our game. Yeah, it's when we was playing the playoffs with them. They had too many players on the team at one time, 2 of them.
But we should have went for the 1 point instead of the 2, right?
Yes. Because that changed kind of the whole game, because if we had just had the 1, we would have been up by 1 instead of tied late in the game, which means we would have been doing a lot more running rather than trying to pass the ball to get, because instead we were behind, or instead we were tied. So I mean, it really would have changed the whole. It would have changed the whole game probably, So like when you think about that interception there at the end, that wouldn't have, that probably wouldn't have happened because Tannehill wouldn't have been trying to.
I thought we were going to win the game.
Let her finish talking, baby.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Hayley.
Fine, you're fine. I was just saying that decision to go for 2 instead of 1 changed
Yeah.
the course of the game because
It
later
did.
on he ended up throwing that that last interception that probably wouldn't have been thrown because he probably wouldn't have been trying to throw the ball. They would have just been trying to run out the clock and just run the ball, and
Yeah.
we wouldn't have got that interception. We would have been ahead by 1. I mean, it changed
Yeah.
a lot of things,
But
Like I said, we should have won that game.
but
Yeah.
but what I was
Calm
saying
down.
what I was saying Julio Jones, Julio, he would have caught that in triple coverage
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
jumped
Well, we
and
definitely
jumped up
got
and
away from
reached
yeah.
and jumped up and reached that ball for sure.
One time, the last couple of games that were played, before the Super Bowl or at the Super Bowl too, reminded me of in the '80s the way they used to play.
Oh yeah.
Because when somebody caught that ball and was running with it and was down, everybody would just pile up on top of him for no reason.
That was bullcrap.
Yeah, he's already down. They're going to try to crush him. Golly.
After the Titans lost, okay, I wanted the 49ers to go to the Super Bowl, but that didn't happen, so I kind of rooted for the Rams a little bit. But
I wanted the Rams to win. I wanted them to go, and I wanted only because I don't like the Rams, but I really like Stafford.
Cooper Kupp was a stud.
Yeah, I wanted Stafford to get a ring, and then we also had 3 hometown guys. We had Van Jefferson, Jalen Ramsey, and then Bryson Hopkins, who were all playing for the Rams, and they're all from Nashville. Bryson Hopkins is actually Brad Hopkins. He was a former Titans player. Bryson Hopkins is his son, and he was playing in it. So I kind of, I was once the Titans were out, I was pretty much that's not true. I rooted for the Bills against the Chiefs because my best friend, her brother was a Bills fan. He passed away suddenly about 12 years ago. So I always have, I'm not a Bills fan. I'm not. But when they're playing, if it doesn't affect the Titans, then I'll cheer for him just in his memory. So
yeah,
I wanted to see them go a little further just for him. But once they were out, then I was all in on the Rams. So.
What I was gonna ask you, did you see where I want to ask you, who should we cut and let go for this off season?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot answer that question. I am.
Jackrabbit.
It hurts me. I mean, probably Jackrabbit, yeah, but I don't know. I can't. Whenever off season comes, I hate seeing people leave. I hate it. So it's hard for me to answer that question.
I think we should cut Jackrabbit and get rid of him, and Jayon Brown and Rashawn Evans might be gone this year.
Yeah.
I think we had a pretty good
Which is I'm kind of sad about that. I like Jayon Brown.
I love Jayon. Yeah.
But do you think we'll bring Cunningham back next year?
I hope so. I hope so for sure.
I think we had a great team.
Cunningham was a pretty good player.
Yeah. I think he has a little bit more time on his contract, I think.
I really like Cunningham. He's actually a tackle machine.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's what you want to call him, that's his nickname right there. We talk on Twitter a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm so happy I made. I'm so happy I made so many friends on Facebook.
Yeah,
It's
we're
really awesome.
we're happy to have you, Bryce.
Huh?
I'm gonna I'm gonna have to go here in just a minute. Um, do you want me to do you want me to answer any of these questions?
Yeah.
Uh, you tell me.
So, how many jerseys do you have?
So I think that I have probably about 10, 12 maybe. I've got I have an Eddie George jersey. I have a Bullock, Wycheck. Um,
Javon Curse?
I don't have a Javon Curse. I want a Javon Curse. I do have. Look, I do have. I just made a mess. I do have a Javon Curse. Oh, hang on.
Javon Curse was an awesome player.
I have a Javon Curse signed helmet.
The freak.
That's kind of new that I just got recently. But let's see, I have Finnegan, Mariota, Henry,
Mm.
Taylor Lewan, obviously. I'm trying to think. I think I have a couple more, but I can't think right now. So
A Derrick Henry jersey.
oh yeah, did I not say Henry? I thought I said Henry. Sorry. Yes, I have a Derrick Henry jersey. Yes.
I have a Tannehill. I have Tannehill. But if Tannehill can limit those turnovers and stop turning over the ball, he will be fine.
Yeah. I agree.
But maybe that's why people are upset with him.
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to be upset with Tannehill.
I don't either. I don't either. So we're just I try. I mean,
The
I don't think we
thing,
can let him go. So I mean, I think we'll just see. Time is going to tell. You know, I think. I mean, I don't think we. If he can't get it done this next year, then maybe it's time to move on. But
the thing I really like about Tannehill is he has toughness.
Yeah.
He's
Sure.
he's kind of a similar style to McNair.
Yeah.
Back in the day. But I really loved McNair. He was a pretty good quarterback until he went to the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
That made me mad.
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, he was a true legend.
Yeah.
Rest in peace for him, for sure.
Definitely.
Alright, I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay.
I'll see ya. I'll talk to you here in a minute on Twitter, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for having me, Bryce.
We enjoyed it. I like your voice. I like your voice.
Thank you. It was good to talk to you too.
Well, thank you. You too.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and I'm gonna post it out on Twitter and say thank you for coming on.
Okay, that's a good idea. Bye, Hayley.
Bye. Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
I'll get out of here. Alright.
Talk to you later.
And thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome anytime.
Okay.
Alright, bye. Bye.
Bye.